welcome, and a question. Who is your favorite composer? Now, I hope at least some of you are saying Tchaikovsky, because we have a beautiful Tchaikovsky program for you tonight, taken from our Tchaikovsky Festival of 2016. Tchaikovsky's music is something that we love to play. It's so beautiful, so personal, so emotional. It's as if he shares his soul and his heart with us. Tchaikovsky wrote 3 fabulous ballets, and you'll hear Sleeping Beauty tonight. And in writing these ballets, he elevated the ballet to a higher art form than it was ever considered before. Sleeping Beauty is based upon a fairy tale by Charles Perrault of the 17th century, story you know, where a fairy casts a spell on a princess because she's been excluded from her christening party, that she will prick her finger at the age of 18 and fall into a deep sleep. It happens. Princess Aurora does fall asleep and is rescued by the true love's kiss of Prince Charming. The music is wonderful, and it reminds me that many of us probably fell in love with classical music through a Tchaikovsky ballet, maybe with the Nutcracker. Tchaikovsky loved this music, so after the ballet, he put it in orchestral suites so we could play it on the concert stage. And that's what you hear tonight. 3 movements. The first portrays the anger of the witch when she's excluded from the party. The second, the prince in a beautiful violin solo, dreaming of the woman that he will marry. And the third, the beautiful dance at Aurora's 18th birthday. Many of us know Tchaikovsky's first piano concerto, the famous one, the beautiful one, but you might not know that Tchaikovsky actually wrote 2 1/3 piano concertos. Not only the first, but a beautiful second one, and he was working on his 3rd when he died. So he only had a chance to write the first movement, which is why that piece is rarely played. We played it on our festival. It's called Allegro Breeland. That was the marking he gave to the first movement. And it's a virtuoso showpiece, complete with a fabulous cadenza for the pianist. So we brought in a great pianist, one of our very favorites, Fabio Bidini. And we found out that that piece had never before been played by the Buffalo Philharmonic or in Kleinhans Music Hall. So it was a Buffalo premiere. We hope you will enjoy hearing the first movement of what would have been Tchaikovsky's 3rd piano concerto. Tchaikovsky didn't have an easy life, but he did have something very wonderful happen to him in that he had a patroness. A wealthy woman named Madame Nadezhda von Meck heard his piano music, fell in love with it, and decided to provide a stipend for Tchaikovsky so that he wouldn't have to worry about working. He could just work on his music. Her only condition was that they never meet each other. Quite mysterious, but they never did. Instead, they had a very long and very intimate correspondence with letters between the 2 of them. And Tchaikovsky revealed so much about himself and about his music to Madame von Meck. That's why we know a lot of the meanings of his symphonies, including Tchaikovsky's 5th Symphony, my favorite and one of the greatest pieces ever written. He told Madame von Meck what it meant, and these are his words. The inscrutable predestination of fate, fate, unknowable, unchangeable, inescapable, who holds our lives in the palm of her hand and can bring us happiness or crush us in a single stroke. We hear the theme of fate in every movement, starting from the dark voice of the clarinets in the very beginning, through the 2nd movement, through the 3rd movement, finally transformed into triumphant success in the 4th movement, the power of life and the brilliance of happiness, which Tchaikovsky brings to us at the end of this piece. An absolutely spectacular symphony. We hope you enjoy it.